Aloha, I'm Chris Berman, and coming up on ESPN, is there anything better than football in January? I don't think so. The NFL playoffs are here, and we're settling in to bring you exclusive coverage of this year's postseason. Let's get the show on the road with this Wildcard edition of the NFL on ESPN. Tennessee, Pittsburgh, now. Cheers.
While the teams are out on the field getting loose, the fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game. Hello, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to this AFC Wildcard game here on ESPN. My pal Peter O'Keefe is here with me, and Peter, the winner of this game will be headed to the AFC Championship game.
That's right, Dan. It's win or go home. The Super Bowl is still a ways away, but the atmosphere here today is electric. Both teams know it's a must-win situation. They've got to bring their A game if they hope to advance to the next round.
And now let's go down to the coin toss.
And choose heads.
Heads it is.
We'll see.
Jeff Greed kicking off the Steelers.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Reed kicks it, and we are underway. Calico decides to take it out of the end zone. Stop at the 26.
Tyrone Calico took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Titans get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 26-yard line.
Dan, bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they'll take on a nickel.
George gains 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 4. Ball Titans 31-yard line.
McNair throws a bullet, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Chad Scott managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
If complete, that would have made for a bit shorter third down play, but the defense had other ideas.
The anticipation to the throw was key here. It made all the pieces fall into place.
Third down coming up. Third down, one man down. George pitches it over the middle, and he will be well short of the markers. Fourth down coming up.
Joey Porter was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They stand tall and force a loss of yardage there. That's going to bring up a difficult 4th and long. Hendrick gets the ball and puts it away. Tackled at the 38.
Shea Townsend can make it all happen on the return. 7th-year man out of Alabama, and a wild streak to boot. You need to have one to stay on your feet when you've got 11 guys running full speed straight at you.
The Steelers get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their 38-yard line. Gets the handoff and maybe picks up one on the play.
Jerome Bettis used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Peter, once he closes his grip around you, you are not going to get free, regardless of how evasive you are.
Not with that strength. With those guns, he could probably juggle bowling balls, or wide receivers for that matter.
Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. Roethlisberger zings it to the right side, and it's off. Incomplete.
Plaxico Burress had that one come right to him back there. You have to catch those passes, baby.
That would have set up a very manageable 3rd and short play, Peter, but they couldn't sync up on that one.
That's a tough break.
Ball at the Steelers, 39-yard line.
Tuman goes in motion. Schulters hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Rocky Kalmus did a brilliant job keeping watch over his zone. That pass didn't have a chance.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Gardocki gets the snap and punts it away. Roll fields the punt at the 20. Brought down at the 31.
Samari Roll did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Titans stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at the 31-yard line. Mason catches this one and is well past the markers for a 1st down.
Steve McNair has little problem completing this pass. He makes it look so easy, and he's getting paid so much money, Dan, it makes you wonder.
And there he is with the catch. Well, look, you've got an easy job, Peter, and you made a lot of money. What's the difference?
Well, the difference is I got to work with you.
Oh, yeah. A well-designed play there, Peter, and they remove the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense.
McNair throws a heater right sideline, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
Drew Bennett ran a short pattern on that last play, but couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
Potential for some nice yards, but it falls incomplete. That will bring up 2nd down.
Eddie George had some blocking help on that last one, but he was still left with nowhere to go.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face 3rd down.
3rd and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up. Oh, let's watch this. 5 wide out versus a D that is wisely loaded up on DBs.
McNair fires this one over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Well, it's all about getting in position to make the grab, and watch here. Oh, that's perfect position.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Steelers are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their 45-yard line. Burris goes in motion. Williams gets the sack at the 41.
Hank Williams gets to the quarterback, and nobody lays a finger on him.
And then he proceeds to lay a lot more than a finger on him.
Yeah, he used all 10 and then some.
Peter, they put an end to that play well in the backfield, and they had a real good read on that.
Yeah, it all starts with the guys up front, Dan, and then everybody follows.
2nd down coming up. Roethlisberger rifles it out left side, and it's caught at the 48, and he's stopped right there.
Hines Ward drew 3 men on the D, but is still able to make the catch. Way to find the hole, settle in, and make a great catch.
Nice gain, and that puts them in a very convertible 3rd down situation.
Yeah, you know, Dan, my last convertible was a 72 Nova.
You know, Peter, it's no wonder you were a lineman. 3rd down and 4 wideouts in the game. Hall sacks him back at the 46. It'll be 4th down.
Carlos Hall gets the sack deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. Oh, yeah, that's going to push him back, way back. Great defensive play.
That'll be his first sack of the game. Gardocki lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Samari Roll to make the return.
Gardocki takes the long snap and punts it away. Roll takes it at the 15. Brought down at the 22.
Samari Roll got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Titans were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 22-yard line. Mason goes in motion. Mason snags the dart right sideline, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
Derek Mason had two guys on him on that play, but still managed to make the catch.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Second down, both tight ends left. George barrels off his left guard and lowers his shoulder for the first.
First and 10. Ball Titans, 32-yard line.
Logan tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Mike Logan got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. McNair throws a heater, and it falls incomplete.
Aaron Kinney looked like he had a solid catch there, and yet somehow he found a way to drop it.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down. Third down, 10 yards to go. Catches the heater left sideline, and they get the first on third and long.
Steve McNair makes a risky pass here and completes it. That took guts, Dan. Check it out. Oh, perfect pass. And it had to be accurate to get in there between the two defenders.
Third and long, and they get the big play to convert. What do you think of that, Peter?
I love it. That's what football is all about, making the big plays when you need to, and you can't coach that.
That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. George goes right up the middle and gains about 3 yards.
Second and 7. Ball at the 24-yard line.
George gets the call again and heads out right. Tackled at the 37.
Drew Bennett had a great block there. You know, Dan, sometimes it's better to give than receive, especially when you're giving out some hurt like that.
A decent play, and they'll now face third and short.
That's the key, Dan. Make third down easy, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. Mason goes in motion. George carries it for a third time in a row and picks up the first down.
Eddie George played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
A nice play, and with only a short distance to the first, they put it together and make it happen.
Yeah, third and short always looks easy, but it's not, Dan. That's good execution.
Second and 7. Ball at the 32-yard line.
George will get the carry on second down and will lose about a yard here.
Mark Higgins targeted the ball carrier early, but didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a third and long. Calico goes in motion. Porter tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Joey Porter came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Hendrick gets the ball and punts it away. The Steelers let it bounce out of bounds at the 4.
Greg Hendrick finds the old coffin corner, as they like to say. Heck, I like to say it too. Out of bounds, and that's perfect. Buried them inside the 5-yard line.
The Steelers could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at their own 5-yard line. Schulters tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Lance Schulters targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his second tackle so far. Second down with the tight end right. Bennett will take the handoff and will end up losing a couple.
Randy Starks was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That will be 2 losses in a row.
Great reads by the D on the last 2 plays, Dan.
Third down, 1 man back.
Ball at the Steelers' 2-yard line.
Bennett picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 4th down.
Tank Williams made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
And he did a super job of lining up his man and then, pow, taking him down.
That's a great battle down there, Dan. This time, the D won.
Kardaki lines up in his own end zone for the punt. Kardaki takes the long snap and punts it away. Roll fields the punt at the 44. Dragged down at the 33.
Samari Roll racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Titans have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at the 33-yard line.
Second and 8. Ball at the 31.
McNair gets some air under this pass, and the catch is made at the 14. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. That will bring up 1st down. 1st down, tight end to the left. Touchdown!
Derek Mason has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
That's his first touchdown of the day.
And I think he's a guy you can count on to make those end zone catches. He sets a high standard for himself, and he usually meets it.
Now the point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Nedney booms a beauty here. Staley decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 18.
Deuce Staley got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Steelers haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 18-yard line. Roethlisberger makes the pass, and the ball's caught at the 29. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. 1st down. 1st down from the I. Woolfolk makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Andre Woolfolk came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
2nd down coming up. Burris goes in motion. Rips him down in the backfield, and the clock will continue to run.
Andre Woolfolk targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long. 3rd down, empty backfield. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Titans are out in front, 7-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN Halftime Report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to our first-round matchup in just a minute. But first, let's get to some of the first-half highlights in our ESPN Halftime Report. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime comparison, and as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Titans should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Chad Scott would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Titan towards the end of the first quarter, the ball at their own 31. Steve Air McNair connected with his man on this one. Titan late into the second quarter, Steve Air McNair would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. They get the first score and go up by 7. Steelers still late in the half. Ben Roethlisberger connected with his man on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Steelers are waiting for their first score. They're down 7-0. And as far as my halftime hero, well, there's really no contest. Derek Mason has played outstanding. So that does it for our halftime report. We'll send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Steelers will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 7-0. Let's go down to the field. Mays decides to take it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 19. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Not a ton of action, but they're not out of it yet. Their D is playing strong, and a little offensive rhythm could turn this game around.
Susie Culber is down on the field and has some information for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. Head coach Bill Cowher definitely seemed frustrated when I spoke to him at halftime. He said, "We've just got to put some points on the board. Our defense has been doing all right, but offensively, we just haven't been able to get it done." He said, "The plan is to make some adjustments in the next half, and we'll see how it works out." Back to you, fellas.
Susie, thank you. Bettis carries it for the 6th time and picks up a couple.
Second and 7. Ball at the Steelers, 29-yard line.
Single back. Motion.
Ryder grabs the fastball over the middle, and that's good for a gain of 5.
Dan Kreider made a superb catch, even though he had 3 guys closing in on him. What a play.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Steelers, 26-yard line.
Motion. Single back. 2, 3.
Bettis picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up 4th down.
Keith Bullock made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
That's his 2nd tackle so far. Kardaki lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Make the return.
Kardaki takes the snap and punts it away. Roll fields it at the 32. Stopped at the 34.
Samari Roll didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Titans send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their 34-yard line. McNair zings it to the right side, and it's caught at the 47, brought down hard at the 48. It will be 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball at the Titans, 38-yard line.
This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Ball at the Titans, 48-yard line.
George chews up 9 yards, and that brings up third down.
Eddie George took advantage of some really good blocking there on that last run. When you get the initial surge like that, good things happen, especially in the ground game.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a third and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. George will get the carry on third down and converts the third down. Mason goes in motion. George chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down.
Bell with the tackle.
Second down, both wideouts to the right.
35.
George has his number called on second down and rambles for about 5.
Eddie George took advantage of some really good blocking there on that last run. When you get the initial surge like that, good things happen, especially in the ground game.
Peter, he can get free in that matchup.
Well, obviously, we just saw it. He way outmatched his man.
George chews up 9 yards, and they convert the third down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Let's step it up this time. First and 10. Ball at the 21.
Bennett goes in motion. Kenny catches the lob over the middle and gets past the markers for a first down.
Illegal forward pass, number 9, offense. 5-yard penalty and loss of down.
Steve
Second down.
McNair was past the line of scrimmage on that play, which made the pass irrelevant. That was an illegal forward pass.
Second and 14. Ball at the 25.
George will get the carry on second down and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Eddie George used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up. Wow, those are nice stats. Way to carry the ball.
Mason didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Shea Townsend didn't let much daylight get between him and his assignment. Nice coverage to force the incompletion.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. And he misses this one to the right.
Greg Hendrick had to use a butterfly net to bring the high snap down. Watch him adjust here. And he got the kick off, but that's no good. I got to think the bad snap was a factor.
The Steelers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their 32-yard line. Ward goes in motion. No dice, and it falls incomplete.
With the deflection.
You ain't getting nothing past me. Nothing past me. Nope. Nothing. No, wait, left.
Second and 10. Ball at the Steelers, 32-yard line.
Gaddis gains 3 yards, and that will bring up third down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Titans are out in front, 7-0. The sack at the 31. It'll be fourth down. Gardocki gets ready to punt this away.
Samari roll to make the return.
Gardocki gets the snap and punts it away. Roll fields the punt at the 30. Tackled at the 32.
Samari Roll got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Titans had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their 32-yard line. Mason goes in motion. George picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up second down.
So what's the plan? Okay, let's go. Keep your eyes on the pass.
Second and 9. Ball at the Titans, 33-yard line.
McNair throws a bullet here, and it's caught at the 47, hunted down at the 34. It will be first down. First down, 2 receivers to the left.
Ball at the 34-yard line.
Mason makes the catch out to the left and is well past the markers for a first down.
First and 10. Ball at the 19.
Mason goes in motion. George picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down. Porter was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culber has a report for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. I managed to quickly speak with the trainers. Apparently, he's hurt his ankle. They're looking at him right now. He seems to be in serious pain. The official word on his return, doubtful. Back to you, guys.
Thanks, Susie. Grabs the bullet and gets past the markers for a first down.
Steve McNair gets this one past the secondary quite easily. I think the safeties were out of position on that one, Dan. Now, that kind of accuracy is hard to cover, Dan. He knew where he wanted the ball to go, and that's where it went.
That's another pass that went pretty much down the middle. He hasn't been working the sides too much.
Well, he's obviously very confident to be throwing into where all the traffic is. He's daring the D to stop him.
First down, goal to go. First down, the clock is stopped at 2 minutes. And touchdown.
Eddie George sticks close to his blockers here, and it pays off.
That touchdown will stretch the lead, Peter, and it looks like they will walk away the winner here.
Well, it looks that way, Dan, but it's not over until it reads 0-0 up there.
Extra point. Greg Hendrick holding.
Here's the point after, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Nedney rockets this one deep. Staley decides to take it out of the end zone. Brought down at the 19.
Deuce Staley got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Steelers will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:53. Gets the set. The Steelers take their first timeout. Second down. The clock is stopped at 1:49.
Steelers 12-yard line.
Roethlisberger rifles this one hard over the middle, and it's intercepted. Dragged down at the 23.
Andre Wolfolk gets the interception, but that really happened because his teammate got in there and tipped it. Oh, it's all about coordinating your defense, man. Playing as a team.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Titans will start this drive with unbelievable field position with the clock at 1:41. George gets the ball on first down, and he's stopped. The Steelers will take a timeout. That's their second.
Second and 7. Ball at the 20-yard line.
George picks up 6 on the play, and will stop the clock at 1:31.
Eddie George should have stayed in bounds back there. They want to use as much time as possible off the clock.
A decent play, and they'll now face third and short.
That's the key, Dan. Make third down easy, and they did just that.
Now they just need to convert. We'll see what they do. Amano goes in motion. George punches this. The Steelers take a timeout. That's their final one. Fourth down, 1 yard to go. Nedney kicks it from 31 yards, and this one is up and in.
Joe Nedney gets the field goal, but watch how close the ball gets to the upright. Man, a few more inches and he'd have made the highlight reel. Not the way he would have wanted to, though.
For the first time today, they leave the red zone with only a field goal to show for it.
You know, overall, Dan, the defense has to be happy with how that one played out.
Nedney kicks this one away. Mays fields it all the way back at the 2. Tackled at the 25.
Lee Mays received that nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
The Steelers start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 1:20. Roethlisberger throws a heater, and the catch is made for the first. The clock continues to tick down. First down from the shotgun. Ward didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Was the intended receiver?
Ben Roethlisberger, he's really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, it's all bad. Up to now, he's got 38 yards and 1 interception.
Second down. The clock is stopped at 1:05.
Steelers 35-yard line.
Roethlisberger zips it to the left sideline, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Hines Ward had some room on the fringes there, but couldn't reel in the pass.
That's the third incompletion his way, Peter.
Yeah, he's starting to look a little frustrated down there, too.
Third down, and 5 wide receivers take the field. Ward catches it over the middle and tackled, and the clock will continue to run. First down. Roethlisberger spikes the ball, and that will stop the clock. Second down, three wideouts in the game.
Ball at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Check two.
Mays grabs the floater right sideline, and he's got the first. The clock continues to tick down. Roethlisberger spikes the ball, and that will stop the clock.
Check air.
Second and 10.
Booster.
Ball at the 31.
Gun. Hey, yo, I got him ready. I got 86.
Ward catches it left sideline and is well past the markers for a first down. Roethlisberger spikes the ball, and that will stop the clock. Second down. Ninth play of the drive coming up.
14-yard line.
Flag, strong trip.
No good. Incomplete.
Incomplete with the deflection.
Third down. The clock is stopped at 13.
Ball at the 14-yard line.
Hey, yo, I got him ready. I got 86.
Roethlisberger throws a bullet, and it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Lamont Thompson came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That is their fourth batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
This one falls incomplete, and they will turn the ball over on downs.
Michael Waddell denies the offense a big gain here. He stays close on the fly route and makes sure there's no chance at a completion. You can't coach that, baby.
Well, they don't convert on fourth down, and that will be it for them.
Yeah, chalk this one up in the L column, Dan. It's all over.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Titans come out on top 17-0. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Dan, thank you. So survive and advance, the theme for this Wildcard edition of the ESPN Video Games post-game wrap-up. I'm Chris Berman. The Titans stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Not much action early on in the second half, so let's pick it up early in the fourth quarter. Drew Bennett found a soft spot on the defense, and it worked to his advantage. A 33-yard play that set up a Titan touchdown. The Titans now up by 14. The Steelers on D, Andre Wolfel was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Titans, after getting an interception, Titans winning by 14. Joe Nedney sets up with a little chip shot, and this one is no problem. They've opened it up now, and now lead by 17. Then Roethlisberger would find his target on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Titans win, and they're now headed to the divisional playoff game. It's going to be exciting, that's for sure. Your final score, 17-0. Now let's check in with our player of the game, a guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. Derek Mason is on the field with our Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You played brilliantly, and your team bulldozed to a runaway victory. What was the key to your success?
Yeah, to be honest, we just came together as a team real well today. My teammates all helped me out a lot, and I'm playing with a great cast of characters alongside me. I'm just happy to get the W, and now we've got to move on and look ahead.
Back to you, Chris.
Well, that just about does it. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, celebrating 25 years as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. So long.